Hi, everybody. So, today I want to talk about the Milgram experiment because I think that this experiment is really, really important to understand some aspects of how and why people are acting the way that they are, sort of in this current political climate. So, what happened in the Milgram experiment is there was an experimenter who was in a room with the volunteer, the test subject. And through glass, the test subject was able to see another person strapped to a chair. And what they were told is that you are going to be asking questions of this person who's, you don't know, it's in this other room. And if the person gets the answer wrong, you're going to press a button and shock them. So the volunteer had a little button to shock with and a dial to turn it up. And what the test subject didn't know is that the person who was being asked the questions, the person in the other room, was actually an actor. And they were told to give wrong answers and then act shocked. So what ends up happening throughout the experiment is that the experimenter keeps saying, ask another question. And the test subject asks the question, the actor gets the answer wrong, and the test subject is told to shock that person. They're also told that as they keep getting questions wrong, they're supposed to turn up the severity of the shocks. And they would, right? And the actor would continue to act even more shocked after they got a question wrong. What was shown in a bunch of these is that even when the person was just convulsing on the ground as if they're getting shocked to death, if the experimenter kept saying, ask another question, and the people would plead and say, but they can't even answer. They're unconscious on the ground. Ask another question. They would ask another question, and when there was no response because the actor was acting as if they were unconscious, the experimenter would say, shock them. What's really important about this is that most people did. Most people continued to ratchet up that intensity, the perceived intensity. They thought that they were hurting a person severely. But because the experimenter was in a position of power and, firmly told them to go on, they did. And this experiment has been run many, many different ways, and many, many different variables thrown in there. But the ultimate conclusion of all of them is that when we are told from an authority figure to do something that we think is abhorrent, we are likely to override our internal feelings, our internal ethics, to please that authority figure. Really important that we understand how this works right now, because there's a lot of people that are being told a lot of terrible things, and they are convinced that they should do what they are doing, even if they can see the harm that it is causing other people. Even if they can see it, if the authority figure tells them you need to keep doing it, we are more likely to continue. So we need to understand this about ourselves. We need to understand this about our communities, that this is how humans are primed to act. We are primed to do what authority figures say, even when it's heinous. So, Milgram Experiment, really important. We should all know about it. Have a great rest of your day.